On Sundays, we have about 40 people during first service, with mostly adults, and about 50 to 60 during our second service, with mostly children. Our worship services truly reflect the joy of being in the land of milk and honey, and we are forever grateful. We started our new Sunday school format in September, very similar to Kids Camp. The 5 new interns quickly adjusted and started up a skip ministry for our Sunday school children. God has been moving in our Sunday worship services, and more of our children are understanding more of the Bible stories. You are good and I shout because you are good. This year, we wanted to focus on ministering to families, not just children, and God gave us opportunities to do that and serve together. We are praying for more opportunities so that we can minister to their children together. We have also been given opportunities through Kids Club. Our children need consistency, and one of the greatest challenges we face is having consistent mentors and teachers. Please pray for long-term laborers in this ministry. This year we went through Romans with our women's Bible study group, and it was a blessing for all of the women.
God showed me so many different ways that you can heal, so many different ways that you can be loved, and not just by people in your family, but loved by people outside of your family. And I never, ever thought that somebody else would love me. But God showed me by coming to this woman's Bible study what I can get through and what I can share, and that has really been something special in my life.
God was also revealing himself at our UC Bible study on campus. We had no students and prayed for 5 students at the beginning of the year, and somehow we ended the year with 5 students. What was even more amazing was that all of these students were non-believers in the beginning, but before going back to China, Y and T received Jesus. We are so thankful that God faithfully sends many Chinese scholars so we can share the gospel. It's so amazing to see the Lord pursue them even until their last moments in Cincinnati. One time, over dinner, we were sharing the gospel to 2 doctors, and when we asked them if they wanted to receive Jesus, one of them responded, "Yes, but what about her?" referring to our friend. That day, she and her friend both received Jesus. At another dinner, one Chinese scholar and his mother, who was visiting, received Jesus the same day. In preparation for Kids Camp, our summer kids program, Summer Lights started in the West End at one of our children's apartment complexes. We had different stations like storytelling, games, and crafts. We were able to encourage and raise up our committed teenagers to invite and bring their friends to church. We had about 30 to 40 children come every week. Over the summer, we also began to invest more in the teenagers and started up Connect, weekly game nights. We noticed that many of our teens stopped coming to church over the year, but after Connect, we were able to reach out to more teens and enjoyed spending time with one another. God was orchestrating everything for our first teen breakthrough this summer. In this coming year, we hope to continue to build up Christ-centered fellowship and provide a safe space for them to grow as disciples of Jesus Christ and eventually leaders. While we were preparing for our 18th July school, God was definitely moving and speaking to all of us to wake up from our slumber and to be wholly set apart and devoted to the Lord, as we were also preparing to go out on the street to share the gospel.
Glory, hallelujah, is due our God. Come on, say every praise. Say every praise.
We continue to have Kids Camp at the park and at the church. This year's theme was the God of Miracles. During the last day, God held the rain in the morning for the park side so that children can come. But in the afternoon, though it was pouring, children came running drenched from head to toe to come to the church side. Whether it was raining or not, we rejoiced in God's faithfulness. But most of all, God reminded us to seek the Lord and rejoice and give thanksgiving for our salvation and his kindness towards us. Our cups were overflowing by the end of the week, and there were many testimonies of his kindness and faithfulness. We're looking forward to see how God will continue to move in this community.